Now it's my chance to be Wayne Brady. Let's make a deal here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I have an offer that I will make the kingdom today. I'm a man of deals, folks. If we get 500 likes on today's show, then I, your fearless leader, Tyler Jones, will drop a brand new NFL Chiefs mock draft, all 7 rounds, next week here on the channel. But I need you guys to do your part. So if we can get 500 likes, I'll deliver and we'll make it happen. Let's see if you guys want that mock draft or not. Show me in the likes and smash that like button. We'll get started with today's show. Could free agent safety Justin Simmons be on his way to Kansas City? Welcome in to this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Simmons was on the Up and Adams show with the lovely Kay Adams on the FanDuel Sports Network this past week. And Simmons indicated that he has some interest in potentially signing with the Kansas City Chiefs in NFL free agency. Simmons talked about a couple of things. Number one, he wants to play for a contending team. He would like the chance to pursue his first ever Super Bowl title. And although it would be kind of bittersweet potentially for him after all the years that he played with the Denver Broncos, there isn't a better team to potentially jump on the bandwagon and compete for a title than the Kansas City Chiefs, who, even though they lost this past Super Bowl to the Philadelphia Eagles, as you guys know too well, it still is a unique circumstance that this team is in the dynasty that they're in, that the expectation is there to compete for championships every single year. Simmons said this with Kay Adams, the following, on the idea of joining the Kansas City Chiefs. Am I shutting that door? Am I closing it? No. But I want to be the team that beats them. I'm not closing that door. I'm not that incompetent to think if Kansas City wanted me to come through, I wouldn't. But I just want to beat them, man. Simmons makes a ton of sense for the Kansas City Chiefs. And believe me, I understand just out of the competitive nature of why he may be saying, yeah, I want to beat those guys. I want to be the one that stands in their way. And to me, that's not a negative at all. That just shows how much of a competitor he is. But you look at what he's looking for and what the Chiefs are potentially looking for. To me, it would be a great fit. It would be a nice match between these two. And then you ask yourself, okay, besides just the level of play, what does he bring to the table? Well, number one, he offers leadership. Justin Simmons is well-liked, well-respected across the National Football League and was thought of to be one of the better veteran players on the teams he played for, whether it was in Atlanta or in Denver. That's a good box to check off for the Kansas City Chiefs, who obviously already have a well-established culture. But then the production is there. Whether it was his time in Denver or most recently with the Atlanta Falcons, we've seen Justin Simmons play very well time and time again, and I think he's one of the most underrated, underappreciated players in the entire league at this point. So here's our pinned comment today. Should the Chiefs sign Justin Simmons? What do you think about this possibility? We'll go over some numbers and get you some contract stuff along with the statistics on Simmons in just a moment, but want to hear from you guys first. Type S for sign, P for pass, weigh in, let us know if you'd like to see Simmons in KC. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time is the place to go for the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Game Time makes getting tickets even faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to the first pitch. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets. Game Time is the official ticketing partner of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. They offer last-minute deals where you can save up to 60% off buying last-minute for sports, concerts, comedy shows, theater productions, and more. Game Time makes last-minute ticket buying even easier than ever by quickly highlighting the best deals in the stadium. They have their zone deals where you can save even more when you choose the section and let Game Time choose the seats. They have their all-in pricing where you toggle this feature. It'll show the total up front with no surprise fees at checkout. They have their seat views where you can get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy. The lowest price is guaranteed, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Maybe you, like me, and you want to go see the Royals here in the spring and summer months. Well, Game Time makes it easy. They get some great deals. You're checking out just like that in a matter of moments. And whether it's Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, it's fast, simple, and easy, my friends. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. More on Justin Simmons, previously played for the Falcons and the Broncos, and he's got a terrific resume. A four-time second-team All-Pro in 2019, 2021 through 2023, a two-time Pro Bowler in 2020 and in 2023, and he has been quite the turnover machine. You could call him an ATM, an automatic turnover machine, as he was the co-leader in interceptions in 2022 with 6 total that season, which was arguably the best year of his career. And here's what we're talking about in terms of production that he's brought to the table time and time again. 5 interceptions in 2022. 2021 rather. 6 interceptions in 2022, along with 3 forced fumbles. 2023, 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles. This year, change of scenery, new scheme and all, and he still delivered. Even though he showed up late, he didn't sign till August and was already in training camp, he still had a good year with Atlanta, and Atlanta had their fair share of issues, and he still accounted for 2 interceptions, 7 pass breakups, 2 TFLs, and 62 tackles. And Simmons, you take a step further, look at his coverage grades, only allowed about 210 yards and 3 total touchdowns, along with those 7 pass breakups, just 16 completions given up on him in 16 games played. So that's about 1 completion per game that he allowed, so some very good numbers. Now, we mentioned that last year, Simmons took a while before he signed with a team, and here we are a month into free agency, and you have to think, is he waiting? Does he not want to be a part of training camp for his next team? Well, one of the things that he told Kay Adams was that wherever he goes, he wants to sign sooner than later, that he wants to be a part of the process from the jump of whatever the next organization is that he ends up with, saying the following. I think, yes, there's pros and cons to training camp. Cons is going through it, your body breaking down, the whole 9, especially as you get older. But a lot of the pros is building that rapport, especially when you're not with the team and you haven't necessarily played with a lot of those guys. I think it would benefit me to go a little bit earlier, but it also just wasn't in the cards. We'll see. I want to go to the best situation, and I want to go to a team that's going to win. So we'll see what that looks like. It's very clear he's motivated. He is motivated to go in there, play for a competitive team, be an impact player, and be a team player at that. And he's very affordable. According to Spotrac, his market value is just a 1-year, $5.78 million deal. So if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, and we know Brett Veach likes those 1-year deals, you can sign Justin Simmons tomorrow. Don't have to give him a long-term deal, and you got a starting caliber safety in your fold. That's very affordable if you're the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that you have to be feeling pretty good about your chances there of what he could do, and even though you don't have a ton of cash to spend, this is something that you can make work if you decide you want to go that route. Who's a player the Chiefs should sign? Whether it's Justin Simmons or somebody else that comes to mind, give me a name in the comments section that you would like to see sign in free agency before it's all said and done. The Chiefs Report is bringing you daily coverage here on the channel, as we have sometimes 2 and 3 videos a day. Live shows each and every Tuesday. We bring you breaking news, whether it's here in the studio or back at my apartment, the Jones Zone we call it. We got you covered. We also do our interactive Q&A mailbags each and every week. This is the best place to be anytime the Chiefs make a move. If they sign Simmons, for example, we're going to bring you a video as quick as we can here on the channel. Subscribe now for free. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Lock us in for free. Let's get at least 20 subs off today's video. Why don't we? Subscribe now, turn on notifications, and lock us in for daily Chiefs coverage right here on YouTube here on the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. Now, when I look at the safety spot, you moved on from Justin Reid. He's now a member of the New Orleans Saints. And there's clearly a need at this position. And I know what some of you may be saying right away. Well, Tyler, didn't you say you really like Jaden Hicks and think that he can step up and be a quality starter? Yes, I did say that. And you might also be saying, what about the signing of Mike Edwards that they just made a few days ago as well? Here would be my counterpoints to those things. The Chiefs can play three safeties at a time, and they should play three safeties at a time. And if you have Hicks and Cook and Simmons all out there, then you got quite the triple threat. And then on top of that, too, if injuries happen, you're going to be A-OK. You're going to have depth to make that all work. I don't think, personally, it would hurt to add him at all. There is, what's the old adage about, risk versus reward? I don't think there's much risk involved here of just under $6 million to bring in an all-pro caliber safety, a guy that's a very good leader that wants to play for a contending team, and on top of that makes your defense better and gives you more options to work with. I think Spags, we know Spags loves his defensive backs. I think he would be thrilled personally. And between the growth of Jaden Hicks and bringing in Mike Edwards and you bring in Justin Simmons, I think you would actually be a better unit than you were even a season ago with Justin Reid. And that's not a knock on Justin Reid. I like Justin Reid. But I think you would be in pretty decent shape. And we've said throughout this offseason, even when times were looking tough with the salary cap situation, the goal for this Chiefs team, because last year wasn't good enough to win it all, they needed to find a way to get better. And this is a step forward, along with what you've already done in free agency with the players you've brought back, and then the draft coming up. I think we would feel pretty confident that this would be even a better team than last year and certainly be the favorites to win it all again. If you enjoyed today's show, you already know what to do. Hit that like button. We get 500 likes. I'm bringing you a mock draft next week. So do your part. Hit that like button. Certainly appreciate it. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.